to the April Lunch Bunch meeting, and I'm so excited to hear about how I'm going to save 2 hours a day with Judy Dang. And also, Judy would like us to grab a piece of paper and a sticky note. I got mine, and we're going to need those. So go ahead and grab those now. Next, let's move over to Marion so she can introduce our wonderful speaker, and we're going to start saving 2 hours out of our day, which I am so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am.
Wonderful. Well, I want to introduce all of you to Judy Dang. She is the founder of Avid at Work. She's a productivity expert who helps bold women achieve big goals without going bananas. Isn't that wonderful? She breaks down large, fuzzy projects into snackable, easy bites so that clients actually get to the finish line. Judy brings over 18 years of project management expertise from serving universities, entrepreneurs, and professional services firms. She's been featured in Forbes and Wired, plus over 10 podcasts. She's dazzled audiences, large and small, with her unique perspective on compassionate productivity. She's the inventor of the Goal Getter formula, a 5-step process for getting clear on top priorities and the action steps to achieving them with ease and confidence. So let's all welcome Judy Dang.
Thank you so much, Marion. That was so lovely. Thank you. Well, so happy to be with you. Please grab a piece of paper if you haven't, and a Post-it if you haven't. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. For those who have, thank you. Thank you, thank you. A little bit about me is my zigzag journey. How does someone become a productivity expert? By doing a lot of experiments on themselves, a lot. And I have tried paper calendars, digital planners, gobs of books. These are all the systems I've tried on myself. 6 years ago when I started my business, I didn't know how to be an entrepreneur. So I just experimented on myself. And 6 years later, I developed the system. Back here, I'll give you all a tour of the Goal Getter system later. It's a planning system to achieve goals visually with fun colors. I'll give you a tour a little bit later. Could you put in the chat, what habit from the pandemic era would you like to continue going forward? What habit would you like to continue going forward? Put mine. Virtual learning exercise. Yes, self-care, Joanne. Ooh, I'm excited about your videos, Marion. Taking time to create and write, Teresa. Ooh. Time on weekends, not so overbooked. Ooh, power hour. Oh, yes, you're going to take forward less in-person meetings, save time traveling. Thank you. Yep. Ooh, Dr. Maluna, can't wait to get my hands on your book and see some videos. Yay. Lifelong learning. The preciousness of people. Absolutely. Front and center. Okay, raise your hands, everybody, physically. Oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to say, we're going to be PowerPoint free today. I'm going to use my whiteboard with you. We're going to do interaction. So yay, less Zoom fatigue. Yes. Okay, raise your physical hands if you brushed your teeth today. Okay, yes, keep your hands up, keep your hands up. Think of a healthy habit that you want to get into but haven't. Keep your hands up. Now, back to the teeth brushing. How many of you had to exert a lot of effort to make yourself brush this morning? Why was brushing so easy? Why was brushing so easy, right? Most of us found it pretty, Krista, you didn't find it easy? Or you did? So it was a trick question. Why was brushing so easy this morning? Because of, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You didn't have to think about it, right? Habit. That's the power of habits. It allowed you to reduce decision fatigue. You don't have to think, do I brush today or do I not brush today? Do I eat breakfast or don't I eat breakfast? Do I get dressed or don't I get dressed? All those things is the power of your habit self, helping you reduce decision fatigue, save you time. Fear of dentists. Yes, that's a powerful motivator too. If you do meal planning, incredible time saved, right? If you do meal planning for you and your family, you're less stressed, you're more productive. So habits are our friends. In fact, we're in habit mode, according to this book by Professor Wood. We use our habit self about 43% of the time. We operate from habit, about 43% of the time average. So today I'm going to teach you some 7 habits for business success, save you 2 hours in your business every day. What would you do? Put in the chat, please, with an extra hour a day. How would you enjoy an extra hour a day? Put in the chat, please. Put mine. Read, sleep, goof off. Meal planning, yeah. Probably work, yep. Walks in nature, more massages, Carrie, yay. Right, too many items, there's just like an hour a day, right? Self-care, absolutely, an hour a day for self-care. How valuable that would be. You are putting your oxygen mask on first. Thank you, everyone. Now, about habits. There's a lot of myths about how long it takes to build a habit. So I'm going to ask you to guess. Put in the chat, how long does it take to build a habit? How long? How long do you think it takes? 7 to 8 repetitions, 2 weeks, 30 days. Yeah, there's this common perception notion about 21 days. Yes, that's very common. 60 days. Okay, here we go. I'm going to write down on my whiteboard what it is according to the research by Professor Wood. Ready? Ready? Where you go? 18 to 254 days. And that's a huge range from quitting smoking to eating healthier to stop being mean to your mother-in-law, right? Huge range. And this range is because we are human. We are human, and it depends. Like drink more water every day, that could take you 18 days. But quitting smoking, that could take you anywhere in between. So know that it's going to be a huge range for you, whatever habit you decide to practice with after today. Huge range. So let's start with the first one. Grab your piece of paper. Fold it into 3s, please, like a letter. Into 3s. Grab a pen. And we're going to start at the top with the first tip about your morning routine. Let's talk about your morning routine. So at the top of your left side, write the word ideal. Write the word ideal. And write down, what is your ideal morning routine? Best case scenario. You're at your best you. What is your ideal morning routine? Take about a minute to do that. And then draw a line under that. And what was the actual, this is mine, draw a line, what was your actual today routine? What actually happened today? And perhaps two people, could you unmute yourself and share what was the difference between your ideal and the actual? Erin, please.
My ideal workout is to work out. No, my ideal morning is to wake up before everybody else and get in a decent low intensity workout. Have my healthy breakfast and coffee while reviewing the paper all before anybody wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
What actually happened is my son has a bad cold and he was sick all night. So I was up with him at the same time this morning. I did make him breakfast, but the paper didn't arrive on time, so I couldn't read the paper. And I squeezed in a dog walk before. So I did get the workout in, but it wasn't a peaceful time for myself to gather
Your thoughts.
my thoughts, check my boxes of things that I'd like to accomplish.
Sure. Thank you for that. Yeah. Like you're sick. Your son was sick yesterday, and that threw a wrench in your morning routine. Mm-hmm. Paper didn't come on time. Yeah. Out of our control. Linda, please.
Okay, I got up, got my coffee, talked to the Lord, checked my computer, answer my messages, do my teeth, face, makeup. I did everything the same except what I put in there, because I don't do it, but I need to, is exercise. So I haven't done that. It's not on my list, but it needs to be.
It's on your ideal list now?
It's on my ideal list now, yes. But it's the
Great.
one thing I didn't do. Everything else is pretty consistent.
Pretty consistent. Yes. Exercise.
Avid.
Yep, exactly. So this exercise showed you that we do have an idea of what an ideal schedule for us is. A morning routine, and things happen that are actual, but it's still important to have that ideal, to keep it in the front of your mind. These are my intentions, so that you're not willy-nilly every day, like, blown, side to side by the winds of, do I want to, do I don't want to? You now have in front of your mind the intention of, these are my ideal morning routine. So that's the first one. Having it physically in front of you. This is my morning routine. 2, okay. How many of you use your brain as your memory? Teresa, yeah, says no. Janine, yes, sure. Marion is shaking, no. Jody, No as well. And Joanne's like some, yes, yes. There's a spectrum for sure. So the second habit is to don't use your brain as a file cabinet. Less now that you have Google Calendar. Thanks, Erin. Yes, your brain is for having ideas, not for holding them. Your brain is for having ideas, not for holding them. So make it a habit to capture thoughts outside of your mind. On a Post-it, record, text yourself, record a memo to yourself, email yourself, scraps of paper, whatever it is. Don't treat your brain as a file cabinet. Okay. How we're going to practice that is in the middle part of your sheet. Let's put the word, please put the word brain dump in the second half of your sheet. Brain dump. And that's exactly what we're going to do for the next minute. Unload all the things that are on your mind, everything on your plate, to-dos, reminders, projects, dreams, everything that's just on your mind right now. $15 more seconds. And again, to people who'd like to unmute and share, what is it like seeing your brain on paper? Your brain's contents on paper. Janine, yes, please, what was that?
Well, when you actually write down all the things that are in there, it seems like, it's almost insurmountable it's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just a lot. So I didn't realize how much was in there until I wrote it down.
Yes, you didn't realize how much you were holding, a lot, all that you're doing until you wrote it down. Yes. Yes, we women carry a lot on our shoulders and it's all in here. Carrie.
Yeah, so what I'm realizing is there's a project that I've had in the back of my mind that I've been planning and not doing. I'm moving up to the Santa Cruz area. And yeah, so this weekend I'm like, okay, I'm committed to making it a move, taking action.
Taking action. Yes, it was in the back. Now you wrote it down. It's in the front. Thank you. Yes. This exercise alone will reduce your stress level. Every time you feel overwhelmed, take a moment, take some breaths, grab a piece of paper, just let it out on paper. Anytime throughout the day. Let's see, the next one. Let me show you something. This is an orange. This is an orange to represent some of my projects. How many of you have a project that something like revamp website? Or here's another one. Yeah, Jody, hire VA. That's another project. Here's another goal I hear a lot. Here's another goal I hear a lot. Who has that one, right? Get more clients. All of these projects are huge endeavors. And when we put them on a to-do list, it makes it look tiny, like it's just a one line on my to-do list. Why haven't I been able to do this? And we carry that to do the next day, the next day. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. So this recommendation, my habit tip for you is to break it down into bite-sized, snackable bites. Break down your projects into snackable slices. You can't eat an orange in one gulp. So that's the third habit. Every time you have an idea about, oh, I want to do the move, I think Carrie said this weekend, break it down into snackable bites. What does that mean? So grab your paper when you put the brain dump ideas, circle one of those projects that will give you the biggest bang for your buck. The biggest bang for your buck. Circle one of those projects. And right below your list, can you list out the snackable bites for that project? What are the steps? Piece by piece. Brainstorm. What are all the parts and parcels? Who would like to share their big project and then the bits, the smart? Yeah, Teresa, please.
Well, I take my time management and I never keep anything in my head. And what I do is I create folders. I don't know if you can see them on my iPhone.
Uh-huh.
And one of them's the PWN board. One of them's the different blogs I write, coaching ideas, the articles I write for. I have like probably 60 of them. I have favorite TV shows I want to watch. Somebody said, hey, a movie's good or whatever. I have my shopping list in there. And what I do is I pull over bits and pieces out of those that I have to get done, and I put them on my calendar. Because my calendar, I noticed, was becoming my to-do list, and it was crazy. And it made me feel bad because I didn't get done with it. So I always keep them in those categories. I pull and put them on my calendar. And on my calendar, I can differentiate between if I'm going to go to, if I need to be somewhere, I always put a purple heart in front of it, like phone call with Marion. I have to physically be somewhere. It's not something I just have to do. I always put a purple heart in front of it so I can quickly peruse my calendar and say, oh, I have to be at these places. I have appointments, phone calls, or whatever. So that's my little system I created that helps me.
You have everything on your phone in those buckets. Wow. Okay, got it. Thank you, Teresa. Who else wants to share the thing that the big project that they circled and how you broke it down into small bits?
So I'm trying to put together, kind of increase our donor base. And working with someone to help me with that, kind of put together a fund development plan. So I thought the first thing I took my snackable bites and looked at the things that already exist that I don't have to create. So like pulling out our budget, pulling and putting it where it needs to be, taking the kind of a three-year review and again, putting it into the right document so everything's on the same place. And then I went down to the more difficult, not snackable, but things that I have to create. So like the case statement, and that's one thing. So
Great. Fantastic. Yeah. Pulling out the budget, doing the 3-year case statements. Yeah, those are all bite-sized pieces instead of the whole thing, like get more donors. Like, oh, it's like a huge mountain. Like, how am I going to tackle that? But pulling out the budget is something that you can do. Great. Thank you. Yeah. The next habit is related to this, which is this relates to your Post-it. Grab your blank Post-it. So every day I create a top 3 list for myself. I have 20 plus some things that I want to do, but the essentials go on this Post-it every day. I make one every single day. So related to the thing that you circled, Gabriella, the snackable bites, for instance, what goes in here tomorrow to get going on that project? This is for tomorrow. What is your top 3 for tomorrow? Snackable bites, not get more donors. Don't put get more donors or get more clients. Break it down. What is your top 3 for tomorrow? Who would like to share what your top 3 are for tomorrow? Marion.
Okay, so for tomorrow, I've taken my big list and I've decided exactly who I'm going to focus on tomorrow. These are clients, projects for clients. So I'm going to identify the needs for 2 specific clients for tomorrow. I'm going to research for them what their goals are in terms of, I have a mother of the bride and then I have a businesswoman that I'm working with. So I'm revamping and redesigning their wardrobes. So I need to begin the research. And then as I'm doing the research, I will take what I find and I will put it into their virtual closet.
Okay.
But I'm only going to do that with 2 clients, not with the whole list.
Doing the research and putting it in. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. Those are very specific bite size that you can say, check, done.
Exactly.
Instead of work on client A or work on client B, right? Excellent. Thank you. Who else? Carrie.
Might as well play.
Play along.
Maybe I'm the only one, but I found that I was like only 3. Because then I started realizing, okay, well, some of these can be pushed over to the next deal. So I'm rolling out a program called Women Unleashed. And so I was like, okay, so what are the last minute things that I need to do in order to, feel complete so that when I present it tomorrow evening, I feel on it. And that's actually sometimes the things on my schedule are what really delineates, what's up highest priority.
Sure.
So that's an aha for me too, because maybe I need to schedule some things that actually create this sense of urgency.
Right. When it gets on your calendar. Yes. Yes. What would that look like then, Carrie?
I think maybe doing the brain dump first, like what are all the different projects that I have going on? And then how can I begin to streamline each one of them so that because I do some coaching for another couple other companies as well. And so how can I begin to streamline that so that I'm blocking my calendar out because I just leave my calendar open for this other company, but maybe I could block it so that I can have more time for my clients. And yeah. So
yes. Yeah, so that it just doesn't ooze out. And yeah, so you block time for those clients, so you have time for your clients, right? Otherwise, your clients are usually the last because you're focusing on the other priorities. Blocking time. Yep.
Not necessarily the last, but I'm just saying that they're more flexible. So, but I could see that it would be just like, it's going to be clearer to me, like Mondays, this is what I'm doing. So it's that going back to your first thing, which is the routine.
Yep. So Mondays you do those clients so that you have time for your clients. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah. Yeah. Breaking it down. The thing about the top 3 is it's not your all of your list. This is just, I got to do these like in the morning or something like that. It's not, you have other things more than 3. Everyone does. It's just like, these are the essentials. Perhaps before I jump into email, perhaps before I get on social, like do one of these. So that's a daily habit. And a bonus, if you do this the night before, you save time in the morning from, okay, what am I doing again? You open in the morning, you open your calendar, open up my email, get situated with my coffee. With this already in place the night before, using that habit to reduce decision fatigue. Like, I don't need to decide whether to brush my teeth or not. It's already been made. I made the decision the night before that these are my priorities. That will save you gobs of time. Related to this is an add-on, which is when you create your to-do list or these things, put in parentheses after that task, how long you want to allocate to that task. Put a parentheses after. For instance, Gabriella, pool budget. How long do you want to allocate to that task? Put in parentheses on your top 3. That's the 5th one. Allocate time to your to-do list. Super important, because a phone call with Marion is 15 minutes or 45 minutes, right? Is pulling, is for Marion researching those clients. Do you want to spend 2 hours or 20 minutes? Put it in parentheses so you know, I'm only going to spend this much, so I don't go down that rabbit hole. So you don't go down the rabbit hole. Allocate time to your to-dos. So Gabriella, how much time do you want to allocate to pulling the budget and creating that? Let's figure out the second to-do you had.
I mean, I think those could be done in less than an hour.
Okay.
One would be about 10 minutes and the other one would be at 30.
About 30, okay. Yeah, great. And that makes a difference, right? To look at your to-do list to say, I'm only going to spend an hour on these 3 things, and I'm going to move forward. And how I do that is I actually use a physical timer when I work on my projects tasks. This is a timer. I allocate 25 minutes for research, let's say, and then the time, disappears. That way it's front and center. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. There's an app for this as well on your phone. I recommend getting the physical timer. It's great for kids. It's great for house cleaning, for spending time on the phone. I use it with clients. I bring it to client meetings. Bring it to client meetings. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. When you're on a Zoom chat with somebody, set it. And then you both know, oh, let's wrap up. That is. And then the 6th habit we don't do enough for ourselves is to celebrate our wins. We rarely celebrate our wins. And grab your piece of paper. We're going to do that now. We're so busy with, oh, what's the next thing? Oh, what's the next project? On the third column of your sheet, after the brain dump, word wins. Wins. And spend about a minute. What were your wins from this week, this month? Big, small, everything in between. What do you want to celebrate that you achieved? $20 seconds. Okay. Let's celebrate together. Add a win in the chat. What were you proud of? What do you want to brag with each other? Put a brag in your chat. Let's see, Linda, we're looking at your screen. Okay, thank you for unsharing. Yeah, please add your wins in the chat.
Oh, no.
Do you want to share something on your screen that is a win, Linda?
No,
Oh, okay.
I made an error.
Oh, okay.
I
Complete.
hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. Completed outline for Women Unleashed. Ooh, Carrie. Ooh, completed outline. Yay.
Here we go.
Carrie, that's huge. Carrie. Dr. Maluna asked for bookstores to carry her book. And oh my gosh, they all said yes. Ooh, 4 for 4. Yay. Oh my gosh. Exciting. Brag. Ooh, Marianne, 5 new clients. Oh, ooh. Let's see. Oh, wrapping up a 3-month successful Powered Style program. Ooh, weekly Fashion Flair Fridays. Joanne taught 4 people. I'm assuming that's your meditation. Splendid experience. Gabrielle finally sent out your impact report. And Linda put in caps. Huge brag for Linda. Secured art museum for book launch. Caps. Yay. Oh my gosh. Anniversary. Oh, headshot. Oh, your cat is in great health. Yay. Ooh, Linda got lost, but got. Wow, Teresa, you completed your writing assignments before this week's private retreat. Yes, goals. Yes. Why is this a daily habit? Why is this going to save you time? Why is this habit going to save you time? Because it will keep you inspired. Like, oh, what am I doing again? Like, let's go over to Facebook and see what's happening on Facebook, or I'll just check Instagram, and like, this will save you time because you will be motivated, energized to keep going. Like, these are the people I helped. These are the clients that I made a difference to. I'd rather do that than go on Facebook, right? I want to do more of that instead of scrolling random photos and videos. So this last tip, number 7, has to do with social media. If it's an issue for you, grab your phones. This is the tip. Whichever social media app sucks you in the most, are you willing to try to uninstall it from your phone? Give it a try for a week. You can always put it back. You can always use it on your desktop. Right? Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Grab your phone. Are you willing to uninstall it right now and get some time back? Don't let Mark Zuckerberg get your hours. You can always use Facebook, Instagram on your desktop. Try it for a week. One of my clients, my VA tried this. She found that she was bored, and so she'd go to Facebook just because she was bored. And now that she tried that, she grabs a book to read. She's much happier, less stressed. So that is the 7th. Yeah. That's the 7th tip. Remove social media from your phone, whichever one sucks you in the most. Oh my gosh, Judy, you really did it. You can always put it back, but give it a go. Give it a try. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. And again, how many days does it take to build a habit? Does anyone remember? Yeah, 1 to 256. Yes. Yep. It could pick as much. Yep. 18 to 254. So remember that when you're trying any of these, to be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself time. And if you skip a day, 18 to 100. Yeah. If you skip a day, research has shown that it's okay. Get back on the horse. Not going to make much of a difference long term. Ooh, deleted Instagram care. Whoa. Nice. Teresa says yours. Thank you. 5 minutes, great. Thank you, Marion. Okay. Yeah, strategic. Exactly. Exactly. Use it only on your desktop. That's for me. That's for me. Yeah. Yeah. So you have the 7 habits. Pick just one to try. Just one out of those. Don't try them all at once. You just overwhelm your brain. And it's like, I gotta learn this and this and that. No, just pick one. If you just did the remove social media, you're done. That's good. Like, celebrate that. Put that on your win. Put that on your win, Jody. Yes, celebrate that. And that's how I help clients, is to reduce the overwhelm. Because most of my clients are women, female entrepreneurs, executives. They have so much on their shoulders. And when we remove the non-essentials, it's like, oh, I can do this now. It's actually possible. And how I teach them to plan is using Post-its like this. So when clients work with me, I send them a kit with all the Post-its. And we plan their entire business on Post-its. And so they know exactly what are the high priorities, what are the medium, and what are the non. And then after that, we have a 12-week plan. Also on Post-its, like that. That's how we can see, this is what I'm working on, and this is what I'm not working on. This is visual, fun. So I'm going to put a link in the chat of this goal getter quiz. It's an online quiz, 10 questions to see where you are, like to see where you are in your productivity journey. You can take it and it'll give you your results immediately. 10 questions, 60 seconds. I like to be quick, save you time. So thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh, it was so fun interacting and being off PowerPoint and doing exercises. Really lovely to meet you all. So appreciate your participation.
Thank you, Judy. Time management is very dear to my heart. And I don't call it time management. I call it time managing me. Time just does what it wants, right? It just goes on and on. So it was great. I love hearing about different time management techniques. Okay, remember to look in your directory, make your calls, get to know your membership because it's good for them and it's really good for you. Don't stay hidden, guys, because you know what? You're amazing.